Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to E3 HypeCast 2014 Day 1 coverage. Here for Zonecast, I'm your host Owen, and I am joined once again by Mystakin.
Yo, it's me again.
I didn't hear from Kittler, so he's not here, but we don't have a lot to talk about. Because Nintendo was today, and then a bunch of other random shit happened. And also, there's a Smash Brothers tournament going on right now, as we're broadcasting live. So, that's cool. So we will not be here too long. We don't want to get in the way of everyone else's crazy E3 coverage.
Don't I get in the way of satellite interference? The hell was that?
I have no idea.
Alright.
But yeah, one of the things that's been crazy today, since the show floor opened today, since it's now day 1, despite us having done this for 2 days now, is that everybody has a show on the floor, and that's all throughout the day. I hear, oh, this game's being shown, or that game's being shown. They're doing a live demo on this place, and Nintendo's doing a stream from the floor, and it's hard to keep track of them all. And also, you can't get all the content because all the content's happening at once.
But
Have
most
you
of it's
noticed that?
archived.
I know, but it's just that my Twitter feed's been going crazy about it. It's like, I want to see this game, but I want to see this game too. And oh man, video games.
Video games.
And that's not gonna stop anytime soon. But it'll
I
be
think,
fine.
I think this is the first E3 that, since I've been to E3, that I was kind of like, man, I wish I had gone. Purely because of what Nintendo showed.
Yeah, I can see that. And we're gonna talk about Nintendo because they had their press conference today.
They did.
And do you think they had the best press conference of E3?
I think they had the most entertaining press conference of E3.
Okay.
And I think they announced more games I'm interested in than any other press conference, so I suppose.
Okay, so do you want
But
to...
Cuphead isn't on the Wii U, so I don't give a fuck. No.
I don't know why they didn't announce that. That looks like such a Nintendo game.
I don't know, maybe it's just doing crazy stuff that insane shaders that you need next gen consoles for, who knows?
Next gen to make it look like it's 80 years old.
Dude, like shaders are expensive.
As someone who's done some stuff with games and whatnot, I know.
We both have done stuff with games.
Yeah, like, you'd think cel shading is easy, but it's not.
So it's not so much that it's easy or difficult, but that it's somewhat hardware intensive.
Yeah. So do you want to get into Nintendo now?
I mean, there's nothing else.
Oh, there's other stuff. They showed off the demo or the teaser for Doom.
It did. I saw that. It's just CG though.
Yep, but it's an announcement of an announcement.
Yeah, it's a big crazy looking cyber demon. That's about it.
It looks pretty good. Do you think this Doom will be any good, or do you think it's not?
It'll be fine.
But it's not the same as they were back in the day.
I know, but I mean, Rage was fine.
But I never played it, so.
I liked Rage, even though like it tried to be a little too much. So as long as they don't try and make Doom more than it should be, then I think they'll be perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
That team seems to know, like, based on Rage, that team seems to know what they're doing, unless Rage is that old that crazy, like no one's even left. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
But I would like them to make a crazy announcement and say that it's going to support.
Boston Enix.
No, shut up. That Doom is going to use Project Morpheus because the whole shit going on with Oculus.
Right.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in seeing like racing games and stuff with Morpheus.
I remain skeptical.
About VR.
Yeah.
Is Oculus even there? I haven't heard anything about Oculus.
Probably not. I mean, Oculus was at a Facebook thing recently.
I'm shocked they're at Facebook. Who'd
So
have
I
thunk?
think that's where they're showing it.
Weird. Carmack's not at E3.
I don't know. Neither of us are at E3, so
What if Giant Bomb has John Carmack tonight?
sure.
That'd be kind of cool.
He
I've
wears
had
he
heard
wears the
rumors about it.
Oculus Rift the entire interview.
There you go. That'd be pretty funny. And then they have like someone from Sony wearing the Morpheus the whole time too.
Sure. Adam Boys.
Damn it. Okay,
What
so
else?
let's
Well,
well,
we already started non-Nintendo stuff, so what other non-Nintendo stuff we want to talk about?
I can't think of anything. We can jump
Did
back
you
to
watch Destiny?
it. Oh, I did. I watched most of it. That looks like a video game.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Have you ever played World of Warcraft or an MMO?
No.
Okay, so I don't know how much of the thing you watched, but we watched the Giant Bomb coverage, and basically I came to realize that it seems that everything's like sort of optional co-op,
Hmm.
but the strikes are the things that are sort of forced co-op, and those, to put it into MMO terms, look exactly like instances.
Hmm.
So it's basically this contained experience that you go through with players, and then you just fight your way through this controlled experience, and then at the end you get fat loot. Uh, it looks really cool. That game looks a lot less open world than I thought it was, and I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah, to me it looked like a mix between Halo and Borderlands, and it had a lot of RPG elements, and I thought that I like RPG stuff, so
Right.
being able to level up your shit as you go and have co-op people every now and then, and all the designs look awesome, so
Hmm.
I was on board with it anyway because I trusted Bungie, but after actually kind of seeing what the game is and not just, oh, it's that Bungie game,
Right.
I'm I'm definitely on board for this.
Yeah, I definitely recommend anyone who's still sort of like, what the fuck is Destiny? Go watch the Giant Bomb coverage. I think they did a fairly good job of showing what that game is. Because until I'd watched that, I still was in the complete just darkness as to what the gameplay of that would be. Like again, I thought it was an open world game until that thing.
Hmm.
It looks cool.
One of the missions was kill the Hive Wizard,
It's a great name for a villain.
and it was a floating wizard that shot
True.
shit at you.
It's true. You didn't jump on it and punch it to death though, so
Well, it's a shooter. It's still
well,
Bungie.
I was referencing in Halo 2 when you do that.
I I don't remember that part. Oh yeah, now I do. Damn it.
When you fight the Prophet? I thought that's
But
what you
yeah,
were referencing.
no, it's a prophet. It's not a wizard. They're different.
Okay, sure. Whatever. Space
Okay.
Wizards.
All right, so let's jump into Nintendo, and then we can bounce back about other stuff that happened outside of them because their press conference or digital event or whatever it was called was today. It has lot of good shit. I'm excited for Nintendo, which is kind of crazy because everyone was bitching and complaining about there's no games for Nintendo systems.
Turns out they're
So
all just 2015.
hey, I can wait. I got plenty of other games they announced for the other consoles. I can wait.
2015, I should say. Yo, that Zelda game's not 2015.
Definitely not. Or if so, like very late 2015.
Yeah, fall. But
Winter,
I would
holiday.
I would be shocked if that makes fall or holiday. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say holiday, if anything.
I'd be shocked if it makes holiday
Yep.
next year.
So, first thing they showed off was Crazy Robot Chicken sketch.
Of all, because when I think family-friendly Nintendo, I think Robot Chicken, the arguably one of the most crass Adult Swim originals
They did
to
a
have been
bunch of these.
produced. Huh?
They did a bunch of these here at the show. And
Yeah, most of them were actually kind of funny.
yeah, fucking make a Mother 3 joke.
That was like the Vib Ribbon thing all over again.
I know, but this one was funnier though, because at least they didn't show anything from
This
other
one's
three.
funny. Yeah, I think this one's funnier because people actually do that all the time.
That's the best part. That guy was straight up one of those Nintendo fans, and they said shut the fuck up and set him on fire because he deserved it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, but yeah. After that, they showed off Smash Brothers. Yo,
Surprise.
it's still a game.
It's still happening.
Yo, they had that video of Reggie and Iwata fucking fighting.
Video's pretty good. They should put that on the disc.
That should be the opening of the game.
Sure.
Fuck everything else, just have that. That sells me on the game. Uh, just the faces they made for that was so weird. And then you see Reggie with the triggers like this.
So why were they telling us about Smash Brothers?
Because they announced you could use Mii's.
Like I said they would.
Yeah, I knew they were going to do it, but I was hoping that was not it. And as of right now, that might not just be it.
It was sort of it. They announced more Smash stuff.
And that's another character
Yeah.
at
But
the end. But
I think they did the Mii stuff right. They have the ability. They have like basically three different Mii versions, like a karate fighter, a sword fighter, and a fake Samus.
yeah, fighter,
And
swordsman, like a brawler, a swordsman, and a shooter.
yeah, and I thought they all looked cool. I thought the Samus one in particular looked really really neat, and I would definitely dig putting my Mii into that Samus
You
shell.
just want to be Samus.
I just want to be Samus,
Well, you can live that out, or you can
but
have
not
Ice
Zero
T,
Suit Samus.
or you can just be Ice T, because Ice T is a person that you can play as.
No, well, sort of. Ice-T was just one of their examples.
But the point is, they should have just said Ice T. Ice T pours it on.
They did say pours it on.
I was pretty okay with this because they've been doing a weird thing with Mii's saying, "Yo, they could be celebrities if you want." Lately, did you see the ad on the eShop for Tomodachi Life?
Nope.
On the front of it, it straight up shows Shaquille O'Neal as a Mii. It says, "Yo,
Right.
you could have Shaquille O'Neal as your neighbor in Tomodachi Life." And then there's an asterisk because he's wearing like a number 34 jersey, and on the asterisk it says, "This is fake. Only all the jerseys are only number 10."
That's
It's
pretty funny.
it's the weirdest ad, but straight up just big Shaquille O'Neal on the front there. I don't know what
Sure.
Nintendo's doing, but
But can I marry Shaquille O'Neal?
that's a bug. We're gonna fix that.
No, they fixed it already. They fixed it for the American release.
I know. I was just messing. Like it's still in the show. We're gonna fix it with a patch. Don't worry about it. Well, it's same-sex stuff is a bug. Don't worry.
But it's not. They've patched it out.
No, I'm saying it was a bug. I'm just saying Nintendo is saying the same-sex shit is a bug. It should be out of their game.
You saying they're gonna try and patch real life to get rid of same-sex marriage?
You know what? If anyone can do it, the Reginator can.
No, I don't think I like Nintendo anymore.
Up, E3's canceled.
E3's canceled.
Sorry,
else?
all those games you like, no more.
What else about Smash?
Um, the 3DS have a bunch of different modes.
We already knew that though.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just gonna be straight
Joe,
up.
you gotta keep up on the directs.
Sorry, have a life.
All of the direct. Watch all of them.
No, but then I get upset 'cause it's so far away. I just want to play the game now. But they're like, yo, you can play it in October. Right? Was it October?
Yeah, something like that.
And then for the 3DS version and the Wii U version is holiday.
Right.
And yeah, looks cool. I might have to buy both versions. Damn it.
You're just gonna fucking not even talk about the NFC stuff.
That's next. They separated that.
It was still part of the thing.
That was after they announced the dates. Then they went,
Whatever.
yo, Iwata pulled out Mario because hacks. And then they pulled out this little trophy guy. Said, "Yo, remember that opening for Super Smash Bros. Melee? It's now real life."
Yeah, it's real life now. Was it from? It was for the first game too.
Yeah, but they showed the opening for Melee and said, "Yo, remember that shit? Now you can do it for real, and you can pay us for it."
Well, I mean, obviously.
I was like, "God damn it! Yes, I am."
So basically, Nintendo's making a line of toys that work inside of the games that they make to do stuff, such
Can
as
mhm.
giving you a friendly character in Smash Brothers to fight beside you.
Can I put Mario on the Portal of Power and put him in Skylanders?
No, probably not.
What if you can?
Well, I don't think the Wii U version of Skylanders will have a portal tower. I don't think it needs it because it's on the gamepad.
Well, the one it's at right now does.
Huh.
There's a portal for the Wii U.
All right.
But they said that for future ones, it's gonna have special NFC, exclusive NFC stuff for the Wii U, which I think means, yo, you can fucking play as Mario.
No, totally, but you're not gonna put him on the tower. I guarantee you don't put him on the tower.
Either way, you're gonna put him in the game.
Yes, I guarantee. Yes, you're right. That'll happen. That'll be a thing.
Mario will ride Spyro and fight shit.
Maybe.
Book it. But yeah, this NFC stuff sounds very dangerous to me.
Dangerous?
Meaning I'm not gonna have any money left because I'm gonna buy all these stupid things.
I see.
Because that was my problem when they announced Disney Infinity, saying, "Yo, I don't trust the corporation of Disney because they're evil, but yo, I like all their properties, and god damn it, I don't want to." That's what I had to stop
So
myself
which
from
of the
buying it.
three? Which of the three do you think have the largest cachet right now? Nintendo, Disney, or Activision?
Disney, definitely,
I
because
think
of all the,
Nintendo's pushing it just because you can use the figures in more than one game.
but we don't know yet what that is.
What do you mean?
I mean, we don't know what that is going to do in all the other games.
Well,
Like,
but you know it will work in other games
yeah, but I mean,
because they've already said.
the character selection in Disney is going to be much greater. Because you've got all the
Right.
Disney properties, you've got Pixar, you've
I
got
mean, they'll have
Marvel.
more toys, but my question is more along the lines of like which ones will sell better and be
Oh,
more popular, not necessarily which ones will have the most.
I still think
Disney.
Disney because it's also on multiple platforms.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's true. It does. The Wii is hampered by the Nintendo is hampered by the fact that it's Wii U only.
yeah, but also when they start putting out Star Wars on there and say, yo, you got Darth Vader, hang out with Captain America on the Phineas and Ferb world, I might have to buy that game.
What else at this conference?
I see my iPad screen turned off here.
Luigi Death Stare made an appearance real fast.
And I asked, is that going to be a trophy?
No.
Or one of the NFC things would be Luigi in a cart staring.
No, that'd be stupid.
Yeah, it'd be stupid and I'd buy it. And you would too.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna buy any of these things
Why not? What if they have useful stuff?
because I'm not 7.
You don't have to be 7.
You have to be 7 or Jeff Gertzman to buy all of these toys.
I'm not going to buy all of them. I'm going to buy the ones I like. Because, if there's a Sonic one, and it'll let me play Sonic in Mario Kart, then yeah, I'll do that.
I won't.
Yeah, what if you get...
Unless they become action figures. That's the only way it'll get me.
What
But
if
they're all statuettes. They're not action figures.
what if they light up?
Okay, now you're getting closer.
Because the Mario Fireball looked like if you put it on the NFC thing, you could light up.
Now you're getting closer.
Yeah. What if they do Nintendo Swap Force and you can swap the tops and the bottoms of people?
No, I don't want that.
Okay, but you want the light up ones.
Yeah. Come on, let's
Okay.
move on.
Okay.
You
Point
wanted
is,
this to be an hour. We're on pace for this to be about 3.
okay, but point is, that stuff's cool. I will probably get them if it's useful.
Right.
Yo, that Yoshi game I was talking about, they came back.
The Ocean game, but now it's a wool game.
Well, it's still yarn, but it's just named wool. I don't know.
Yoshi was a Woolly Wonders or whatever.
Woolly World.
Woolly World.
Yoshi's Woolly World. That trailer made me so happy, and I need that game, please.
Yeah. That game takes all of the adorableness that was in Kirby's Epic Yarn and cranks it to a whole new level.
Yeah, because he's just a big puffy thing of yarn, not just an outline.
Yeah. And in addition to that, it's like it looks like it reminds me a lot of the original Yoshi's Island in a good way,
Yeah,
as opposed to like Yoshi's Story, which
I like
Yoshi's
Yoshi's Story. I like that game.
not as good as Yoshi's Island.
Well, yeah, but I like that the eggs are now balls of yarn.
Yeah.
And when you
Great.
throw them at enemies, it ties their mouths closed with yarn. It's pretty good.
It's a metaphor for censorship.
Well, it is Nintendo. But yeah, that game looks incredible, and the whole trailer was these guys like, yo, we're in this yarn factory. Fuck yeah, yarn. We're gonna make that game. And I will be there day one. Let's see. Did you play Super Mario 3D World?
No.
You should. It's a very good game.
No, I don't have a Wii U.
You should get one.
I
Especially
probably
after
will
today.
eventually.
After today, you should. Because
Today. Yeah.
they said, yeah, remember those Captain Toad levels that are so awesome in that game?
Yeah, we're making a game out of those.
Yeah, why don't we make a full $60 game out of it?
I question whether or not it'll be 60. Just
Well,
because Amazon says it's 60 doesn't mean it actually is.
Well, I mean, right now they're considering it a full release game. And if they put enough shit in it, sure, $60 is fine.
Right.
It's just a big puzzle game.
Once we get to their new IP, I actually was thinking of a way that they could actually make that game $60 worthy.
hmm There's only one problem with these Captain Toad things.
They're too good.
No, you can't jump.
That's the whole point.
I know but every time you see something, like I gotta jump. Oh god, I can't jump.
It's a puzzle game.
I know it's gonna.
You can't jump because he has a heavy backpack.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's gonna take some getting used to. But I feel with this game, I'll quickly figure it out. But yo, those are not easy.
Yeah, that has potential to be really dope.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
After that, how about The Legend of Zelda?
How about me being wrong?
Yeah, you were dead wrong. I said it was gonna happen.
I didn't think they'd show anything, but I was dead wrong.
Yo, they showed you everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's ultimately just a game, like a CG trailer, but
I don't think it was CG. I think that was
it's
rendered.
an engine, but like, let's be honest, that's not how the gameplay looks.
Well, yeah,
Like-
but I think they rendered that on the Wii U though.
Absolutely, but that's not gameplay. Like, it's at best an in-engine cinematic.
Right. But I hope the animations move as well as that, because oh man.
Yeah, and it just looks so fun. It just looks so good.
The lighting on those explosions were brilliant.
Everything. I mean, just that shot, the wide shot that they started with, that you can just see all the mountains and everything. It's like, damn, man, this is next to Batman. I wasn't wowed by graphics at the show by anything other than Batman and Zelda. Zelda's running on last gen hardware.
Well, it's a hybrid.
Yeah, I know, but you get my point.
It's a between-gen console.
It's more last gen than this gen, though.
Right, but Nintendo somehow knows how to unlock the power of that console, and no one else can.
It's incredible. That game just looks beautiful.
Because, Mario Kart looks better than a lot of the games I've been playing. It's kind of crazy since it's
Yeah, I
on a Wii
agree.
U.
Hmm.
But yeah, Zelda looks awesome, and they said, "Yo, see those mountains all the way back there? You can go there without having to go through load times and stuff. It's all seamless." And that sounds great because that was one of the problems with the overworlds in the 3D Zelda games. Is you have to go into an entrance to a town, and then it loads, and you can't just seamlessly go all over the place.
Right.
It's all sectioned off. So,
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the more like the original Zelda that this game is, the better.
well, they're saying it's going to be more like a link between worlds, where it's not going to be like completely linear. Like
Right. Well, I mean,
you can play however you want.
they've been invoking. I haven't seen them say Link Between Worlds, but they've been talking that they've like gone back to the first Zelda and looked at that and wanted to get back to that sort of feel, which Link Between Worlds does to an extent, because you can tackle those dungeons in any order, I believe.
Yep, you can rent the equipment and do whatever you want, and they're
Yeah.
saying it's going to be similar to that.
Yeah. So, yo, if when that game comes out, if it starts up and you're in a mountain range and you walk in a cave and a dude says, "Yo, take this shit, it's dangerous out there,"
That'd be
and it's
good.
a sword, and I'm stoked. That's all I want.
Yeah, the Giant Bomb guys said one thing. They said, "How crazy would it be if in a Zelda game you had a quest log,
Oh man, I don't want that though.
but it's gonna be open world? So what if that is the thing? Like, yo, here are all these missions you can do. Pick whichever one
I
you
don't
want."
want missions. I just want dungeons.
Well, they could be like, "Yo, you can go to this dungeon, or this dungeon."
But they already have that. You don't need a log for that.
Keep track of it, though. Make it easier.
There's only like 8 dungeons.
But what if this one has like 20
There's not gonna be 20 dungeons.
infinite dungeons?
There's
Look how big that world is.
the No Man's Sky of Zelda games.
It's all
Procedurally generated dungeons, infinite dungeons.
yes. Zelda's now a roguelike.
I'd play a Zelda roguelike.
What about Hyrule, whatever the hell that game is? Warriors, Hyrule Warriors.
I'll play a Zelda in that game.
I don't think Zelda's gonna be in that game.
What? They showed her.
Wait, they did?
Yeah, she's a playable character.
Oh, what? I missed this.
They showed Zelda, Midna from Twilight Princess, Impa, and Link.
Are you gonna play that game?
Probably, if I have a Wii U.
You should get one. There's good games for that system now.
I mean, I really like the design for Impa. I think it's cool that that game so far has 4 characters announced for it, and 3 of them are women. Like, there's some cool shit going on in there, even if it's Team Ninja and they put giant boobs in it.
Yeah. Speaking of women and giant boobs, Bayonetta 2.
I was like, Metroid?
Nope, Bayonetta 2 is next.
Now
That's
complete
a
with the
game.
first game, which blew my mind.
I think that's pretty smart.
Oh, I think it's perfect. But I was really surprised that they're doing that. I also really like the costume stuff they're doing.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what do you think of the crazy costume shit?
I'm a huge fan. I like that it's also um, appears to be androgynous. So like, because she's wearing like a Link costume at one point.
And then there's rupees.
Yeah. So it's not just like, here's Bayonetta in all of the lady garb. It's like, here's Bayonetta in just a bunch of classic game character garb.
Then there was Peach too, I saw. So
Yeah, there's Peach, Samus, and Link, I believe.
yeah.
That they showed. It could be more, who knows. But that stuff's pretty neat.
Mhm.
Bayonetta 2 is a game. Still a game. Is it going to be better than DMC Devil May Cry? Probably not.
Are you gonna play it?
Probably not.
I don't know. If I consider it now that the first game is there too, I could possibly pick that up.
Yeah, I think that really helps it.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people who have Wii U's probably never played the first one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's cool. Good on them. Hyrule Warriors is next. We talked about that. It's Kirby and the Rainbow Curse,
Yo,
coming
it's
2015.
it's a sequel to the Canvas Curse.
Yep, and it's on the Wii U, and it looks awesome because it looks like claymation.
Yeah, that's right. It looks like claymation, or like, ever see those cakes that people make with like fondant?
Uh huh.
It looks like that too. Um, I love Kirby. It's like, it really should be everyone's favorite Nintendo franchise because they just don't give a fuck with him.
Hmm.
They will just do the craziest shit with Kirby. And
I think
um,
every game should have a different crazy art style.
yeah,
Like I think the
and
next one should be Papercraft.
sure. But and this one looks cool. Canvas Curse was a great game that deserves a sequel.
Yeah. What if they made the next one a comic book style,
Do whatever. I don't
like
care.
panel with different panels you can jump to? It's Comic Zone.
It's Comic Zone? No. That game exists. It's called Comic Zone. It was bad. Don't do it.
Kirby Comic Zone.
No.
Man. Okay, but yeah, I haven't played that Kirby game. I I should probably check this out. It looks cool.
Look good.
Kirby looks like fun games. Um, Xenoblade Chronicles.
Officially named Xenoblade Chronicles X.
All the
Just
games have
jumping,
the X's now.
just jumping straight to the 10th iteration. Just skipped the 2 through 9.
Yep. Where was Sub-Zero throwing an version of himself at someone?
Right? So Xenoblade Chronicles 10. uh, that game continues to look like a Japanese RPG, so I'm down.
I don't care about it, so that's good though for you.
I like Japanese RPGs.
I'm shocked. I can't believe that. Please. Now here's something we're both interested in. How about motherfucking Mario Maker?
How about motherfucking Mario Maker?
So you could make Mario levels,
Yep.
and it's a game.
Yeah?
You can play the levels, and you can make the levels.
Yep.
That's what we know.
And you can play them from an updated Super Mario Bros. 1 look or the new Super Mario Bros. U look.
My question is, does it change the physics?
No, because they both use the same physics.
Uh, no. Those games have different physics.
I think that, well,
And the Giant Bomb guys were saying that the footage between the two levels made the jumps look a little different. But they're like, well, don't you have to change the way the levels are laid out then for the different physics?
I don't think the physics will be different, but there are some things, because like, you can't wall jump in the first.
Right. So.
Well, you can wall jump, but it's a glitch.
Yeah, I think they said they're gonna ask Nintendo about it
Yeah,
when
that
they
seems
interview
like
them.
a
'Cause
good thing. So like, if you built a level that relied on wall jumps, then theoretically you wouldn't be able to do it within the SMB1 form.
I think you could maybe, if there's online sharing, which there has to be for this game.
Yeah, like, if there's no online sharing, then Nintendo might as well just scrap this.
Well, Nintendo went online though.
But they did Mario Kart 8, and it's fine.
Talk to Jeff Webster about that.
Jeff's the only person I've seen that has had trouble.
And it's weird because when he joins my games, he also makes me lose connection. It's really
I
weird.
think Jeff's behind some crazy gnat.
Probably, but they were saying that. Well, I'm saying that maybe if you share your levels, you can pick which kind of styles they can play them in.
Maybe we'll
Like,
see.
you can lock it down.
I would be really interested if they went further with the styles and had like a Super Mario World look.
That's what I was going to say next. I feel like they could add more, like Super Mario World, U.S. Super Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah, U.S. Super Mario Bros. 2 or SMB3.
Yeah.
Like, all of the 2D Marios, really. Yoshi's Island, even, you could do.
And what if?
Yoshi's Island would be difficult because it's not tiles.
Yeah, and also don't understand how that would work.
It would be more difficult, but it's Nintendo. They figure it
I
out.
think that'd be a different game. I think we're talking about a different game there, but what'd be cool is if you had the different tile sets and had the different rules for the different games. What if you could use all the different items from those games too?
Are you trying to say that they're going to bring back Cape?
I'm saying they're gonna bring back Cape.
They're not going to bring back Cape.
What if they did? Yo, Cape is in Smash Brothers.
So here's more questions. Like, they showed the skinny mushroom, which makes you skinny. First of all,
What the fuck is that?
Do? How does that help you?
You can fit through tighter gaps.
But you can't make a gap that's smaller than a tile.
I don't know. Maybe you can. Game changer.
So they got that, which is super weird. And my question is, like, with New Super Mario Brothers U version of the game, like, does it have the leaf or whatever, the raccoon suit or whatever it was in the last game?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say how do they handle Skinny Mario in the updated look? And my answer is he becomes Waluigi.
No, stop being dumb.
Damn it, so close.
But like, what the acorn power up, like, or the penguin power ups, like, how do these translate to the old Mario game?
That's why I'm saying maybe you can lock in the style and then you can use just those items. Like if you have Cape, you can only use that with the Super Mario World tile set.
Right, assuming there would be one.
Yeah.
Either way, this game looks absolutely phenomenal and opens up crazy possibilities because like the ROM hacking community for SMW is actually not huge but relatively popular. There's a lot of really popular ROM hacks, so there's a ton of potential here.
Right, so this is what I want for this game. I want it to be a downloadable game for like not full price, like $15-20.
I think this needs to be a full price game.
Okay, and I want the ability that people can pretty much make up a bunch of levels that you can like play in order, like make a Mario game.
Yeah, so straight up a level progression.
Yeah, like you can download someone's full Mario game.
Yeah, I agree with that. That should be in there.
And also you can use different worlds, like you can have underwater levels and underground levels.
And also
airships.
Also a Fly Swatter mini game. Think about it. There are a lot of references to Mario Paint in the trailer.
Yeah. What if there's a music maker?
Oh, that'd be pretty awesome.
And then you could play those in the backgrounds for your level.
That'd be great. That's why I think this needs to be a full product.
Okay, if they add that, then yeah.
So you can do things like that.
If they add features like that, like you can make your own music for your game, and also create your own like tiles and whatnot.
I don't know about creating your own tiles, but we'll see. I'm interested how much, like, I don't think they'll open up logic, sort of like let you create your own power up.
Oh no, I mean like just like you can change colors of things. That's what I mean.
Yeah, maybe.
Palette swaps.
Yeah, palette swaps. Maybe I can see that.
Could be cool.
So much potential here. It's insane.
Yep, I'm looking
very
forward
excited.
to this. I want them to tell us more this week.
I want them to tell us more all the way until release.
Okay, we got two more things here. Splatoon is a game.
Oh, I'm so excited for
You're gonna get a Wii U now.
Probably. Owen, how is it that Nintendo has the best third-person shooter at the show?
Because your goal isn't to kill people?
Because I've never played a game like this, and it's so cool, and oh god.
It's like, what if we took the graffiti mode in Tony Hawk
Exactly.
and made it an arena shooter?
Where you shoot paint, and the amount of paint that fills up the arena is your score for how you win.
And also, you can use it to fast travel.
Yeah, so the basic idea is that you are this like squid girl where you are spraying ink on the arena, and anytime that your team's ink is on the ground, you can turn into a squid and swim through that ink much faster than you could walk through it.
Hmm.
And enemy ink slows you down, you can't swim through it, and what other basic stuff? Whoever has the most ink on the ground at the end of the thing wins.
And there's a map on the gamepad that updates in live time.
Yeah, so you can see the entire map and how much ink is on it, and you can tap on any teammate or your spawn point to jump immediately to it in a really dramatic fashion.
I have a question.
But I was go. Which question?
What do you do to your opponents? Can you shoot them?
Yes,
And what does it do?
they explode.
Is it like one hit? Do they have health? I didn't see this stuff.
Yeah, there's health. I think it's sort of like regenerating health. I think,
That's cool.
but I believe it's pretty low health.
Like two or three hits.
Yeah, like not too many hits, because you gotta imagine you're spraying everywhere because you're trying to fill up as much of this arena as possible.
Mhm.
And it just looks so super cool. I've been watching the devs talk about it, like tracking down videos of it all day, and like so the the ink you spray on the walls does not count towards the game count,
Just the floor.
just the floor. But if you spray on the walls, you can hide there because you
Ah.
can. It's ink, you can swim in it.
Wow.
So it can get you to like high places, or you can just straight up hide in the ink on the wall.
So you can use to climb walls.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can climb walls, you can go through. There's sometimes gates that you can't walk past that you can ink underneath. There are some. Seems like glass is their convention for things that can't be inked.
That makes sense.
And they do track the amount of kills.
I was about to ask, do kills consider any...
I think they call them splatters.
That's pretty good.
The amount of splatters that you get, and then at the end of the round, they show you who won, and then they also have a ranking based on splatters and how many times you got splattered, and that's independent from the team victory.
Just get like words and stuff.
Yeah,
Most kills and all that.
I think this is arguably the most inventive thing that has been at any of these press conferences.
Not but about Mario Maker.
Mario Maker's it's just Mario Paint, dude.
Yeah.
And I think if they want to make this like a $60 game, I think they could add a bunch of like ink puzzles, Portal style.
Like puzzle mode. Single player puzzle mode.
Yeah, I think that could help flesh it out.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
What if you could make your own and then upload them online?
Sure.
Like your own puzzle maker.
Sure. I think that's a good way to flesh this game out if they don't want to make it like a $20 downloadable or something.
Well, yeah, Titanfall was $60 and it was just multiplayer.
Yeah, but Titanfall. My other concern is that this game it's a brand new IP from Nintendo on the least sold console right now. And it's cutesy. So like I have very high.
That's their audience though.
It is, but I have really high concerns for this. The same because like especially like after the death of games like Fat Princess and Super Monday Night Combat, which all had cartoony art styles. They were all great games, but just didn't latch onto a strong enough audience to keep it going eternally.
Yeah, I think the problem with Super Monday Night Combat was going free to play and then not having enough content to justify.
Super Monday Night Combat was free to play from the beginning.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying the first Monday Night Combat was not. And then they put Super Monday Night Combat was free to play.
Right.
And they didn't put enough content to make you want to spend the money, so they couldn't keep updating it.
I mean, that's an argument for a different time, but I think they did them.
It was fun. I played it.
I loved Super Monday Night Combat, but it made me sad. It made me sad that thing didn't whenever people are like, "Oh, just make a good game, and then people will pay money if you make a good," no, Super Monday Night Combat is evidence that that is bullshit.
Yeah,
Because
that
they made a great game. They literally updated the the balance of that game every week, and it died in about a year.
yeah, that's one of the problems with free to play. Like you can't make the way you make the money, scummy, but also you need to give them a reason to want to pay money for your game.
Right, and the reason can't be just because the game's good.
Yeah, and it can't be it's a paywall here. Like it's too hard. You need to pay to continue.
Right.
And that's why when I play a bunch of free to play games, I at least try to put in $5 to support them, saying, "Yo, I had fun with
I
this
spent
game."
I spent $20 on Super Monday Night Combat.
I don't think I spent any money on it.
I really liked it. I was like, I'm gonna support them, and then look where I got them.
Yeah, like I spent some money on The Simpsons Tapped Out and that Trials Fusion Frontier game on iPad. I gave them $5. Like I didn't need to. I just like I'm playing this game all the time. I want them to put more content. Here's some money, please. Make more.
So, do you have any thoughts on Splatoon or
I will play that game, and
yeah.
you will play it too.
Hopefully,
Get that Wii U.
I need to
They announced a bundle, which I called.
for Splatoon?
No, a bundle for Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah,
With the controller and the adapter.
makes sense.
Yep. So
Do you
that's.
think it comes with a GameCube controller?
They said that the bundle has the adapter and a controller.
Oh, okay. So it comes with okay.
Yeah, what's good is hold on. I got one ready right here. So I'm good to go. Bring it on.
I do not have any of my GameCube controllers left.
I just have
It's a
one.
bummer.
But you know what? You know what I know I could find? My fucking Wavebirds.
Pretty good
Wireless
controller.
controllers are the future. They're pretty good, especially when you put them on channels 1 and 2, and then sometimes they screw up and go on each other's channels. Man, technology was dumb only a few years ago.
Well, I mean, the Wavebird was the reason that everything went wireless.
Isn't that weird, Nintendo, like, innovating and shit?
Yeah, weird.
There's sarcasm, my friend.
It's
But,
almost as if this industry was built on imitating Nintendo.
nah, you're crazy. Nah. There's one more thing for Nintendo. They announced that Kid Icarus character, uh, Palutena? Palutena? Is that how you
She's
pronounce
like,
it?
so sure. She's like a god in that universe.
Yeah, she's the goddess that guides Pit.
Pit.
That trailer was fucking weird.
Yeah, it shows weird as hell. And it reminded me how weird as hell the Kid Icarus 3DS game was, and how much I wanted to play that when it was new.
hmm
So I don't know. I want to play that game.
I thought they were announcing they're doing a anime series for Smash Brothers to lead up.
You're not the only person I've seen that thought that.
You know what? I kind of want it now. That'd be cool. Just every now and then we have like a 6-episode series leading up to the release of the game.
I don't want more television shows.
That would be an online series. It's just a 6-episode thing, just to set up the beginning of whatever the story mode is for this game.
Owen,
It looked cool. The
online,
animation looked awesome.
online series are television shows. Get over it.
Point is, I thought the animation was awesome, and I would like more of
Oh,
that.
it's great. You should play Kid Icarus. It has a bunch of those.
But get that stand and to hold the 3DS all weird and shit.
But you don't, like, the weird thing was, did you ever play
And-
Metroid Prime Hunters?
No.
Well, because Hunters has the same system because it's first-person shooter. And what they did was the if you remember the back to the original DS, it had the string thing on it with a nub on the end. And the idea was you'd put your thumb through that sort of string thing, and then the nub would let you touch the touchscreen as if it was an analog stick.
Yeah.
And that's how you played Metroid Prime Hunters, or how I
Ugh.
played it. And that should be how you can control Kid Icarus, but for some reason they got rid of the loop on the 3DS that would let you play Kid Icarus correctly.
You could buy this big bulky Circle Pad Pro.
Or the stand.
Ugh. I don't like either of those options.
I thought you were going to say the stand.
Why don't they re-release it on the Wii U? That
They
has
should.
two analog sticks.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Also, they hinted at Dark Pit.
I bet he's just a costume change.
Probably. You know who else would be a good costume change? And by good, I mean awful. Shadow. Put Shadow in the game. There you go, costume change for Sonic. They're all the same person. Palette swap Sonic.
Sonic, Shadow, Silver.
Yep, I just love the anger from the Sonic community about it. Like, no, they're different. What if one of the costumes for Sonic is the Sonic Boom version of him?
I'd like that. That's the fourth one.
Hand tape for everyone. CM Sonic.
Do not make public.
Do not make public Sonic Boom anything ever.
Haha. You're too hard on this thing.
Oh, Miyamoto had some stuff later in the day. He said, "Yo, I like the gamepad. I'm gonna make shit for this gamepad.
Yep.
Look at this. Don't look at the screen that I have. It's clearly playing Star Fox. Blur that shit out.
Even though we're still showing Star Fox at the show.
Yeah, blur that shit out. This is not Star Fox." And then you hear Slippy say something. It's like, nope, that's not Slippy. Shut up.
It's not Star Fox, even though it is Star Fox. It's on the show.
It's Star Wolf. Star Wolf game. Coming to the eShop.
It's a Slippy side story.
It's the original Star Fox, but
from Slippy's perspective.
With tilt controls.
Sure.
I'm using tilt controls. Yeah, he showed that. He showed Project Guard and the big robot thing. They look cool. I don't think they're games, but they look cool.
Yeah. So the Star Fox game apparently is just like super early. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know how much is even there. But that was like EA conceptual prototype level of game, is what Jeff Gertzman said. And Project Giant Robot was kind of neat, where you use the accelerometer to tilt the giant robot, and then the two analog sticks to control his arms. So that's kind of clever. And then it's like a sumo game with, giant monsters in Tokyo because...
Hold on, you're saying Miyamoto's innovating shit.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers? Wait, they're making a Power Rangers game.
Giant monsters in Tokyo.
I know. I'm saying they're making a Power Rangers game.
Sure. And then I think Project Guard of the three sort of seemed the coolest to me, where it was like you have this center screen on the on the TV. You have the center screen, which is like your active screen or active camera, and then you have 12 security cameras that go around that, and then you switch between them on the gamepad, and it's a tower defense game.
Yeah, I saw some of that. That's cool.
So it's like a first-person tower defense game
with a bunch of different cameras.
Yeah, with a bunch of different cameras, so you don't have a full idea of the entire layout as things are approaching, but you have the first-person perspectives of all these cameras. So I thought that was a really cool idea, and I think that could be turned into something. I don't know about Giant Robot, and I don't think anyone... Star Fox, like who wants to play a game as a fox?
Fox only, Final Destination.
Someone tweeted out during the press conference, "Me's only Final Destination."
No.
No items, Me's only Final Destination.
I'm glad we have video for this. I can shake my head. But I have to say something for me to show up.
Anything else?
I saw some at Homefront.
You said your house got destroyed.
I just assumed because almost everything was destroyed, so I just assumed my house was one of them.
Oh, bummer.
They were talking to the developer. One thing they said is like, "Yo, if you live in Philadelphia, you'll recognize a lot of the shit." And I did at one point because I saw the Whitman Bridge. I said, "Yo,
that's cool.
New Jersey's over there. Don't go over there."
Damn, son.
And then he said, "We're not making a Google Maps level version of Philadelphia with the details." And I said, "I don't want to play this game now."
I don't know why you would want that.
Like you.
Why would you want to hamstring a development team like that?
No, I mean, like, I want all this. I don't care about the buildings. Like, you can blow up the buildings and change that, but
just in general, like,
I want the streets.
Like, oh, we want to do this car chase, but we have to be realistic to fucking Philly. Like,
no, I mean, like, you don't have to have access to the whole city, but what's there should be what's there.
Like, I don't see why.
Like, if I know my way around the city, I should be able to get to where I want to go, knowing the streets. Like, maybe I can't get to all the streets because some of the areas, who fucking cares about? There's probably no gameplay there. But
I'm saying
nice.
I'm saying that I think that's an unrealistic expectation that hampers gameplay.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, but
authenticity's sake, and that doesn't.
Watch Dogs does Chicago exactly right. Like, people go around.
Sears Tower's in the wrong place.
Is it?
Yeah. But it has to be, because otherwise they'd have to license Sears Tower.
Okay, but what about Seattle in Second Son?
I don't know. I haven't played Second Son.
Like I saw people who go to PAX, like, go to the donut shop that, you know, whatever, Pop Top or whatever it's called, and its name is different, but the sign is there and the shop is there. Like. And the Space Needle's there in the right spot. And
I'm sure there's going to be things just like that in Homefront, but it's just not going to be 100%.
I know, but
like, I'm sure there's plenty of parts in Second Son, plenty of streets and buildings that don't exist in actual Seattle.
Well, I know, like, if they fudge it a little bit, like I said, it's fine.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying, is that we'll fudge it a bit.
The way you're saying is, like, don't expect it, only expect the key landmarks. He said, like, the rest of the area is probably not gonna look right, and we don't care. And also,
they shouldn't care, because who cares?
Homefront. But see, if Homefront was gonna be a good game, I would consider playing it. But if my hook was I want it to be Philadelphia the way I know it, and it's not, then I don't want to play a mediocre game to do it. So maybe if it's on cheap, or if I hear more things. And go, yo, there's your house. It's gone.
Don't play a bad game just because it's set in your hometown.
Fair enough. So that means people from Chicago should not play Watch Dogs?
Maybe.
Alright. Did you see any other games? Did you see any more Cuphead?
Has anyone fucking found the developer for Cuphead and interviewed them? Like, I haven't seen anything except that 30-second trailer.
Someone should find them and say,
someone should find them and be like, how?
Yeah, how? How is this a thing?
Yeah, like, literally that's the only question.
That is my question. Like, I'm watching that trailer. How is this a video game?
just microphone. So, I'm here with the developers of Cuphead. First question, how?
Are you a wizard? And
Are you a wizard?
And is this fucked up? The answer is yes and yes.
So besides Destiny, and Splatoon, I haven't really tracked down anything.
I want to see more Batman.
I do too.
I want to see them actually play the game. Like, I want to see if it really is. Like, if it's playable the way it looked in that trailer.
Right.
because that was not live, obviously. It was in engine, but I've heard some people say like it doesn't run as smoothly. Some people say it looks that good and maybe not as good as that trailer. The tank stuff looks crazy.
Yeah.
What I want to
Well, that
see,
might be cool.
I want to see them barrel through a wall, jump out, like eject out of the Batmobile, fly across the city, and then land back in the Batmobile.
I forgot all about Batman's reckless fucking drive over every barricade that exists on the planet during
Well,
that demo.
yeah, well, I've heard it's crazier than that. You could go through walls. I want to see that.
I want to see that too. That sounds awesome.
So that's what I want to see. If they
I
someone,
want to destroy as much of Gotham as possible.
so you want Crackdown?
Yes. Also, I want to see Crackdown, but I doubt they have it.
I bet you Crackdown you can drive through a building.
That should be your interview question with Rocksteady.
Yeah. Can you knock down buildings?
Yeah,
They'll be like,
yeah.
"What the fuck are you talking about?" Of course not.
I bet you in Crackdown you can knock down buildings.
It's like, oh, I bet you could fucking have superpowers in that game too. This isn't Superman. We're making that in 3 years. Whoops.
3 years.
Rocksteady Superman game.
That's unfortunate for them because there's literally never been a good Superman game.
Well, if there was not really a good Batman game either.
Oh, that's some hot garbage bullshit. Some of the 2D ones were okay.
Return of the Joker was fucking hard. That was a hard game.
Anyway,
The Batman Forever game on the Genesis was hot garbage.
should we wrap up?
Well, Giant Bomb's not live yet, so we don't need to go into a rush.
I don't care.
Hey,
I
look
don't
what
have
I
anything
got.
else to say.
Look what I got.
What'd you get?
I got that Batman game.
God damn it.
I'm not gonna play that because it's really fucking hard.
I'm still in the process of downloading the two Batman games that Rocksteady made.
Oh, you bought them?
I've owned them for a while.
Oh, yeah. You need to
I
get
got
on.
them I got them in the THQ Humble Bundle.
If you play the second game, like close to after you finish the first one, there's a moment in the second game that will make you super excited
Interesting.
about like oh, because seriously, it was one of my favorite game moments in the past few years when it happened.
I got both of those, and I bought Kingdoms of Amalur because I wanted to give
Yeah, you said that yesterday.
Phantom
Why?
Rich Gallop my money.
Why don't you just go to PAX and give him $1? Save yourself some time.
I played Kingdoms of Amalur and liked it. Also, bring back button bashing. No.
Yeah. But seriously, would you be interested in a Superman game made by Rocksteady and
No.
have destructible buildings?
No.
I don't know if they
Because I
made
like
it.
Superman.
If they made it like that Man of Steel movie where the whole city, spoilers, gets flattened into a crater.
I don't like Superman.
Superman is pretty good in the Lego Batman games.
Sure.
Have you played Lego Batman 2?
No. I haven't played any Lego games other than the first Lego Star Wars.
Oh, Lego Batman 3 is at the show, so I hope I can see some of that. Because I think one of the things while playing Lego Batman 2 that just made me have a dumb smile on my face was that. So Lego Batman 2 is essentially a Justice League game because you can play as the whole Justice League.
Right.
Because it's a Lego game.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you play as Superman, and just Superman, if you get up and start flying, all of a sudden, fading in comes the Superman theme. Every single time you fly.
That's pretty good.
It is the best. So, at one point, I just flew around for 10 minutes to the theme, and I'm like, this is fucking great. Video games are awesome.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, so if they put that into the new one, I'm definitely in for more Lego Batman. Here. I'm gonna look one more thing over the trailers, see if there's anything else that I wanna be curious more about.
Yeah, I mean, outside of Nintendo, this was a pretty not fascinating E3. Like,
Do you think Mirror's Edge is anywhere to be seen?
no, it's a conceptual prototype.
You don't think they had the prototype
No,
out there?
no
Never know.
way. All they have is Hardline, I bet.
Hmm.
Man, I'm just thinking about back to the the E3 that I went to, and I played Need for Speed Most Wanted before it was out, and I was like, "Yo, this game is like Burnout Paradise. That's great." And they don't even have that this year. Like literally, EA only has Battlefield.
Hmm. Let's see.
I really wish I.
Persona shit is there.
Oh, that's right. I am interested in Persona Q.
What is that?
It's a crossover game between Persona 3 and Persona 4.
But it's like it's a Persona game. It's not a dance game or a
No,
fighting game
it's
or
a
anything.
Persona game. Yeah, I think it's. Oh, I, I think it's most. Someone had said to me that it might be a lot of dungeon stuff,
It's less of the
less of the social
simulation.
link
Oh, that's the best part. You
dating
know,
stuff.
I gotta get
But
to the meat dimension, eating that beef bowl.
as long as whatever, as long as someone who's played a fair amount of Persona 3 and watched the entire endurance run, um, I am pretty excited about just simply watching those two casts of characters interact with one another. So as long as we get that, I'm pretty stoked. And I do like Persona on a technical gameplay level, so I'm down for some dungeon crawling.
All right. Here's a question for you.
So, yo,
So you don't have any of the current gen consoles, right?
nope,
After E3, like what we've seen so far of E3, which one are you most inclined to buy? Not considering price or anything.
Wii U.
That's solid.
As far as I'm like just going based on games, the Wii U has more games that are out now and coming that I am interested in than any other console. Like the runner-up is PS4, and that has Infamous and Destiny.
Infamous is really good. You should definitely play it.
Yeah, like those are the only two games I'm really interested in on the PS4.
Yeah. Do you have a, PSN account?
Sort of. I mean, yes, I do. I set one up on my friend's PS4.
And I assume you don't have Plus?
No,
'Cause I was saying, what
I'm
you
gonna get
could
it.
do in the meantime is sign up for Plus, go on the shop, the online shop in the web browser, and just put in your shopping cart all the PS Plus games that are free. And then when you get the console, you have all these free games.
Oh, and if I could afford Plus, I would just get GameFly.
Yeah, but you get to keep these games though. That's what I'm saying.
I don't really. I'm not interested in keeping games most of the time,
Okay.
unless it's like a game that is super super good.
Okay, so you're saying Nintendo won E3 for you?
I mean, I guess. I mean, Nintendo impressed me more than any other console manufacturer. So if that's the judgment we want, if that's the metric that we want to judge winning E3 by, then sure. Then sure.
I agree too because
I
I was
think,
really impressed with Nintendo.
yeah, I think if you want to really talk about winning E3, chances are probably Ubisoft.
I thought you were gonna
Um,
say EA.
EA with the fucking such report there.
They
No.
won E3 2016.
But everything Ubi showed was resonated well. I think, even though I don't think Assassin's Creed is fucking interesting,
Hmm.
um, I think that hits a certain audience, and like everything else they showed was really neat. Far Cry 4 was neat. The fitness thing was neat. Rainbow Six was neat. Like,
Do you think that Ubisoft should have just got the Nick Arcade license?
no,
What if
because
they
the Nick
used this
Arcade
tech?
license doesn't mean anything.
What if they got that tech and just made old arcade games and said, "Yo, Nick Arcade's back, guys.
No,
We partnered with Viacom."
no.
Oh,
DLC maybe.
I'd be really into that.
Yeah, like if you're gonna do that, just do it as DLC. I think what they have is a much better project than just Nick Arcade, which exists purely on nostalgia.
They should just have a game collection that's old Nickelodeon game shows. Just a bunch of them. And they're all like Connect support or whatever.
Sure. Or just fucking buy uh Nickelodeon Gas or whatever it's called.
That's not a thing anymore.
What?
Yeah, it's not a thing anymore. It's not a channel anymore.
Man, why the fuck does television even exist anymore?
I know, right? That was the best. You got fucking Global Guts on there. Uh, Double Dare.
Guts, Double Dare, Legend of the Hidden Temple.
Oh, You know what? Fucking Legend of the Hidden Temple. When they go into that forest and you're reaching in to try to find the exit and they grab you.
Yeah.
It's the scariest shit ever. I still jump at that. I don't like that at all. Why the tree grabbing me? Come on. But yeah, make a game collection. It's just a bunch of those old games. I'd be in for that.
No.
Oh. Well, I'll kickstart it then.
Fine.
And I guess we'll wrap up our E3 coverage with that. One more thing though, game of the show is still No Man's Sky for you.
Splatoon is really pushing it for me, but No Man's Sky just promises so much that it's hard to say that I'm more excited for a 4v4 ink-based shooter, not cover shooter, but shooter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Splatoon potentially could be more entertaining than No Man's Sky, but based on what we know right now, I can't say it would be. So yeah, No Man's Sky is still my game of show.
I'm kind of on the fence. I think Yoshi's Woolly World might be.
That's pretty dope.
The game looks pretty good.
I feel like if they weren't ramming so much Smash Brothers down our throats, then that would be a better contender, a big contender too. But like I was telling my friend, I was like, "What the fuck are they gonna do? How are they going to end Nintendo Directs when Smash Brothers out?"
It's true.
Because every Nintendo Direct ends with a character announcement.
Mm-hmm. I think Batman still gets the edge though for me, because that Batmobile stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
And there's only one thing they can do to dethrone Batman, and that is if it's true that Volition is at E3 and they have a next-gen Saints Row.
I don't think they do.
They're there, and Jeff Gerstmann of Giant Bomb said that they were at Judges Week, but they weren't like showing anyone anything, except he saw that their setup had a bunch of purple lights going on, and only one game they could be working on has to do with a lot of purple.
But like, if they're not a part of Judges Week, then are they really at E3?
No, but they're at E3. Them and Deep Silver are both there.
But they're not.
I don't know if they have a game. I haven't heard anything, but maybe they do.
Let me saw Jeff tweet out Dead Island 2 takes place on California, and he's like, pretty sure California's not an island.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know, unless something's changed.
Give it a couple years.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, give it a couple years.
But yeah, without Saints Row, Batman. Come on, Saints Row. I want to see Crackdown and Saints Row go head to head. That could be fun. Push each other to make crazier and crazier games.
Nintendo was suggesting that they're announcing something tomorrow, too.
I'm sure they are. There's still plenty of days left, and if anything major happens, we can always come back and talk about it.
And Reggie had said he was going to wear his Metroid pin, so I'm hopeful.
All right. Well, if anything big is announced in the next couple of days, and it's big enough that you want to come here and talk about it, we'll do a bonus stream. But
nah, just tune into the Echo Chamber. I'll talk about it there.
But I won't be there.
Not my problem.
Oh. Okay, well, this is our last day of doing these regular E3 streams, and
Hold on. Breaking news from my Twitter feed.
Pac-Man? Is it Pac-Man?
It's fucking Pac-Man.
I did it! I called it! I called it! I'm the best.
I can't believe this.
I told you it was Pac-Man.
I can't believe you fucking called it.
I
I'm
called
looking
it.
this over, and I'm like, there's got to be something wrong here. But this is the official Nintendo of America verified Twitter feed.
My Twitter is blowing up right now with replies. Everyone's saying, you called it. Pac-Man. Pac-Man fever's coming. I said, I can't talk about it. It's as if I may or may not have known this. But I can't say it or else I get in trouble. So I'll just say that Pac-Man is in Smash Brothers. Fuck you guys.
I can't believe that you called that.
Of course it is. And it's the one with the arms, isn't it?
I can't. I haven't even found any screenshots. I've just seen the news.
Well, we need to, before we go off the air, we need to see this. This is the perfect way to end it.
No, I think we should just go off the air.
Yep, Pac-Man with the arms. And guess what? I bet his final smash is he turns into a fucking, the retro Pac-Man and eats everybody.
God damn it.
Because that's what I've been saying all this time.
I still think that's a little out there, but at this point,
What else would his final smash be?
At this point, specifically turning into a retro version, but at this point, I'll just believe anything you say. So
Nintendo has announced Pac-Man will be a fighter in the new Super Smash Bros. Game, and he will have his own stage. Guess what? It's going to be a fucking maze.
I would hope so.
Here we go. He is the newer 3D Pac-Man from the Ghostly Adventure series. For some of his attacks, however, he turns into the classic 2D Pac-Man.
God damn it.
For his final smash, he turns into a gigantic Pac-Man, much like the image above, in which it's from Pac-Man the Ghostly Adventures 2. So, yep, he turns into Retro Pac-Man. Fuck you. E3's over. E3 is over. I win.
I can't be a part of this anymore. I'm done. I'm done.
I called it. It's over. E3's over. You can find this and all the other Zonecast productions over at ozoneent.com, on Twitter at Zonecasts, on iTunes at Zonecast with a hyphen between Zone and Casts. You can find Mystakin on Twitter at MYST. I can't spell it. How is it? MYSTAKIN. Mystakin actually did leave. It's pretty good. You can find me on Twitter at _ozone. E3's over, guys. I win. It's over. We will see you guys on Heel Turn and on the Echo Chamber. See you guys. I win. I always win.